Hi guys, I'm Tori. Welcome to my YouTube. If you're new here, hello and thank you so much for watching. As you can see in the description in today's video, I wanted to share with you guys a couple of my favorite face masks at the moment. I am a skin product psycho slash hoarder. I love everything skincare. I am definitely not an esthetician. I'm not an expert, but I have accumulated quite a bit of masks over the last couple of months that I love. I do see an esthetician regularly. I've gotten a couple of questions about doing like my skincare routine, which I might do in one of my videos. It's kind of hard to recommend products to other people because everyone's skin types are so different. And like I said, I'm not an esthetician, but I'm just gonna share with you guys a couple of the face masks that I absolutely love, and I'll go over them in a couple of different categories. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy the video. These are some products that I absolutely love and I highly recommend them depending on which kind of skin type you have. I will link everything down below and I will see you guys in the video. First of all, I started recording and realized that half of my ginormous green juice is still not finished. I normally don't mind green juices, like I like them, I drink one every day, but it's where the pulp is like at the bottom when I start to like inhale that is when it starts to get rough. Like everything's fine until the very end, you know what I mean? All right, so I'm gonna break this down into a couple of different categories that my skin kind of faces on a monthly basis. So my skin is one super dry, so I love to have a lot of hydrating masks on deck. If I'm breaking out, when I'm getting close to my cycle, I like to have clearing face masks on deck. And also, since my face is dry, I like to have face masks that are also brightening and plumping. So I'm gonna go over those three different categories with you. A lot of these masks are at different price points, so I'm gonna kind of talk about a couple in each category and hopefully you can find one that works for you. I'm gonna link everything down below as well so you can see everything if you wanna purchase anything. So the first category that I'm gonna go over is hydrating masks. These are probably my favorite masks because my skin is so freaking dry. I have like alligator skin and I feel like I have to drench my skin constantly in serums, masks, whatever you want to call it. I just always have a bunch of hydrating stuff on deck. So I'm going to share with you guys a couple of the ones that I love. Two of them I would say are more like beginner masks. They're a little bit more basic. So if you're if you're like new to getting into skincare, I feel like these ones would be great for you. The first one is, these are both from Sephora by the way. This one's a little bit more cost friendly. This one's by Summer Fridays. It's called the Jet Lag Mask. You can use this like once a week. You leave it on for 10 minutes. It's just your basic hydrating mask that just like leaves your face feeling silky smooth. So I really like this guy. This guy's just a great one to have in your skincare routine. The second one that I really like from Sephora is called the Superberry Hydrate Glow Dream Mask. This is by Youth to the People. A couple of months ago, I did a poll or like a questionnaire on Instagram asking for people to send in their favorite masks that they like to use, and these two were both on there, so that's why I got them. I typically don't buy skincare from Sephora, but I did pick these two up and I really like them. That's why I'm telling you guys them. So this one's also really hydrating and it's also plumping. It's really fluffy, which I love. Like I'm all about like a good scent and a good smell. So the one that I just showed you is more of like a gel form, I would say. This one's more of like a fluffy, fun consistency. This one is a little bit more expensive. I love both of them. I feel like they both work similarly. So those are the two ones that I both really like for hydrating. So another hydrating one that is my personal favorite, I have not found anything that I like more than this mask. I am so in love with it. One, for the scent, two, for what it does for my skin, and three, for the consistency of it. It feels like smooth butter on your face. This is the Grapeseed Parfait Mask. It's by Rhonda Allison. This is one of my favorite brands. All of her ingredients are extremely natural, as well as Eminence, which my esthetician uses. All extremely natural ingredients, which works really well for my personal skin type. So I use this once a week on my skin. I leave it on for 10 to 20 minutes and it is literally the best smell ever. I don't know if you guys know what grapeseed smells like. I guess I didn't really know until I smelt it. It smells almost like clovey. It's not a very girly scent. It smells like clovey grape seeds. It is the best smell in the whole world, and if you are on the market for a really hydrating, amazing face mask, this is my 100% recommendation to you. On to category number 2. The second category that I want to talk about is brightening. So I'm all about like a plumping and brightening skin mask. This one I got in LA. I got a facial from one of my friend's girls, and that spa carried Ole Henriksen, which is a really popular brand, but I hadn't used it a lot prior to getting this facial. And the esthetician put this on my skin and I was like, what is this? This smells so amazing. It felt so good and it left my skin feeling fantastic. Like I said, it's by Ole Henriksen. It is called the Glow Facial. So this is another guy that I use probably once every other week, just when I'm going to bed and I look at myself in the mirror and I feel like I'm like, I look really dull. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bust this guy out. I feel like this one kind of smells like orangey creamsicles, and it's also a very, very fluffy, just great consistency mask. So I really, really, really love this guy and recommend it to anyone that's looking for a great brightening solid mask. Another brightening one that I love, I actually just purchased this a few weeks ago and I've used it quite a few times already and I absolutely love it. It's by Eminence, which I use a ton of Eminence products. I would say the main line of skincare that I use in my daily and nightly routine is Eminence. I'm gonna leave my esthetician's information down below if you live in the Phoenix, Scottsdale area. She is absolutely incredible and she has changed my skin. Her name's Brittany White and I love her so much. She's a good friend of mine and she has seriously changed my skin. I am obsessed with her and I buy anything she tells me to. Anyways, this one is called the Lime Stimulating Mask. It's by Eminence. This one is just so great. It's really, really brightening and I love it. It almost has, it kind of smells like lime. It's not super limey. It's a dark green material and this is definitely more of like a jelly consistency, which is different than a lot of my other masks. It goes onto the skin really nicely. You do have to remove this with like a damp cloth rather than just like washing it off your face because I feel like it's a little bit stickier, but in terms of like what it does for brightening your skin, it is absolutely incredible. It just makes you feel so bright and fresh after. So I love this one. This is definitely a current favorite of mine right now. The last category that I want to talk about is clearing. So if you're suffering from any kind of acne or breakouts, I love these 3 masks. And again, these are good for my skin. I am not an esthetician, so I can't, you know, tell you like this is going to be great for my skin. But like I said, a lot of people ask me for what I typically use, and these are just a couple that I love. I'm going to go from like the most mild clearing to the most like heavy duty. The first one that I'm going to go over is by Rhonda Allison as well. It's called the Milk Mask. This is just a really, really good fresh mask that I use also on a weekly basis. If I'm having like a little bit of breakouts on my skin, nothing crazy, just like maybe like a little blemish here and there, I'm like, oh, I'm going to use some kind of clearing mask. This one is fantastic. First of all, it smells nothing like milk. It smells very minty and it has the best consistency, just like the grapeseed one I was talking about. They're the same brand, so they both have amazing consistencies. This one is just like a milky, fluffy, just fantastic consistency that I just like, I literally just want to sleep in it because it feels so good on my face. And after I rinse it off, my face feels like a butt, like a baby's butt. It feels absolutely amazing. So this is a really great guy if you have maybe just like a little bit of acne, nothing crazy. If you just get like a blemish here and there and you're looking for a really solid face mask, this would be a great one for you. The next one that I want to go over is by Eminence. It's the Clear Skin Probiotic Mask. When I'm getting close to my cycle, I do tend to break out a little bit more, and this is a really good one that I like to keep in my collection because it really does the job. I feel like I use it and I leave it on for 15 minutes. I also like to layer this with the Lime Stimulating Mask. If I put those two together, it does wonders. Like I used both of those last night and I feel like my skin is glowing today from it. So I layer both of them and I leave them on for about 15 minutes and then I just rinse them off after. But like I said, when I'm getting close to my cycle, I do like to use this one. I feel like it's very clearing. I'm not gonna lie, the smell is not my favorite. It smells very planty and it has I think it almost has like some kind of like plant stuff in it, which is obviously really, really good for your skin and good for my skin. My skin just tends to like more of the natural products. It just works better for my skin. But I really do love this one as far as just what it does for my skin. I think that it works wonders. So for anyone that has like a little bit more of breakouts, or if you tend to break out around your period, I feel like this one is really amazing and I love it. The last product that I want to talk about is by Zoe Skincare. One of my good friends works at a med spa and he gave me a couple of their products. I had heard of them, but I haven't used them personally. And he gave me this when my skin was breaking out really badly. Typically, I don't get a lot of acne, but every here and there I'll be like, whoa, I'm kind of breaking out a lot, and I'll use this. So it's not something that I use on a weekly basis. If you are someone that does have acne, or you feel like your skin does break out a lot, this would be a great one for you. It's called the Sulfur Mask. I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty tingly. If you've ever like put a face mask on or got a facial where you're like, this stings for a sec, and then it kind of goes away as it dries. This is just like a really great one. I would say also that it does make your skin a little bit more on the drier side, so I recommend pairing it with a pretty hydrating moisturizer after, or a serum. But I definitely love this one. I'm glad that he gave it to me because I don't have a lot of really intense clearing masks, and this is one of them that I tried, I used, and I love it. And that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys liked it, and I hope that you guys maybe got some ideas for different skincare products that you might want to try in the future. I love all of these masks. I have honestly so many masks, but I just wanted to go over a couple of the ones that I've been currently loving. And I've gotten, like I said, a lot of requests to possibly do a skincare routine, which I think I'm gonna do, but it's just hard to recommend a lot of skincare products when everyone's skin is just so different. And I'm also not an esthetician, but I definitely love sharing different face masks because it's just so fun. It's almost like a hobby. I feel like so many people are into skincare right now, as am I. So it's just fun to share with people different things that you love, and you can maybe gain something from it and buy something that one of your friends likes. So anyways, I hope that you guys liked today's video. If you do, please make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.